Wow.
Didn't even have
So
So,
to
so
touch
he
the
was a
body.
chiropractor, but he was also doing Reiki, like energy,
I,
or it
I don't
was
know
not
what you call it. It's not Reiki. It's some other
some sort of channeling the energy.
spiritual shenanigans.
Okay,
But
call it
he
what you will, right?
like
Call it
one
what you
of
will. It doesn't matter what it's called.
the girlfriend who came up to the grotto with me the first time, her name is also Lynn. He worked with her for 2 sessions, and she comes home and she goes, Lynn, we're staying at a condo. I found this fabulous condo in Airbnb in Marseille, literally 6 minutes from him because it was his office that I needed to go to, right? She
Mhm.
goes, Lynn, I can now sit cross-legged. I said, what? And Alexis, he writes you notes of what he does in the healing session. And he said, I pulled ancient guilt out of her hip. And she said, Lynn, I could not sit in lotus, and I can now sit in lotus. I'm like, what?
Wow.
So he was one of the people that literally started to take the pain out of the body. So the second time I went to the grotto, I made it up in like an hour. I cut a half an hour off and I didn't need any help. Magdalene was still like, say hi to the tree, say hi to the rocks, touch the water.
You might
But
as
it
well anyway,
was,
right? You would probably do it anyway, right?
so then there was a third person that came to visit me in Marseille, my friend Linda.
Mhm.
She goes and has amazing healing sessions with Alexis. And then one day she and I are walking up the street, and Magdalene says, go into this jewelry shop. And she'd been looking for some jewelry. So we go into this jewelry shop. It's a tiny little shop, long, but not very wide. And I get total goosebumps. And there's crosses and there's ankhs.
Mm.
And I look at this girl, and Yeshua goes, she is mine.
Mhm.
And she's another one of their descendants.
Wow.
And I like the jewelry she made was out of this world gorgeous, like touched by God jewelry, just
Wow.
stunning, stunning.
Literally.
So, and then there was a fourth person. So it was a favorite restaurant. Alexis has a wife, her name is Sarah, and Sarah's like, let's go to Coquille. Coquille means shell. And they
Mhm.
had like the most incredible shrimp and fresh fish. Like they bring you the whole fish and then they'd
Mhm.
cook it for you.
Nice.
And there's a girl named Magali, and she's serving us. And she goes, I remember you. You came in here, you were wearing the purple. And I just looked her in the eye, and Yeshua goes, she is mine.
Mm.
And she's another descendant. And I said, do you have a connection with Yeshua Magdalene? She said, yes, I do.
Mhm.
I said,
Mhm.
would you believe me if I told you that you were one of their descendants? And she looked at me and she started to cry. And
Mm.
she said, I'll be right back. And she goes outside and she calls her mother.
Mhm.
And she said, my mother had told me years ago that she was going to name me Magdalene, but she called me Magali instead.
Wow.
Like, you can't make this stuff up. My